My child, you were not supposed to see this unless heaven made a way. You may feel your heart stirring, your chest warming, or tears trying to fall from somewhere deep, and that is not a coincidence. Something holy is happening right now. God has moved mountains to bring you into this divine moment. Archangel Michael has watched the timeline bend for your sake, because something too important is unfolding right now. And this cannot wait. Your mother, who is in heaven, has been trying to contact you since yesterday. She has been pleading with the angels. She has been whispering to your heart in dreams you didn't understand. She's been trying to speak to you in signs, in numbers, in music, in flickers of light, and now she has sent a message that could not be ignored. She says this is the moment. The one she has waited for. The one she wept for. The one that would finally bring clarity to your pain and strength to your soul. God has allowed her to speak. She wants to tell you something, and you must hear it now. She says, watch this moment closely. Don't look away. Everything you need to know, everything I couldn't say when I was with you, everything I prayed you would find, it begins right now. God says, I allowed your mother to return for a moment, not in body, but in spirit, because you needed to hear her voice from the other side. She has not left you. She has not stopped watching over you. And though her body may not be with you, her love has become part of your spirit. Her voice is in your conscience. Her hands guide you when you feel alone. Her tears fall with yours when you ache in silence. She asked me to give you this moment. And because you are my beloved, I said yes. Because you are anointed, I said yes. Because you are not alone, not now, not ever, I said yes. She wants to tell you the truth you have been aching to hear. She wants you to stop carrying guilt for the things you never got to say. She knows how much you loved her. She knows the ache you've hidden behind strength. She says, stop punishing yourself. Stop wondering if you did enough. You did. I know. I see now what I didn't always see then. And I am proud of you. She says you are more than what the world told you. You are more than your pain. You are more than the expectations that broke you. She says, you are still my child. And I still speak your name in heaven. God says, the veil between the worlds is thin now. For this moment only. Not everyone receives this gift. But because your heart has remained kind, because your soul has endured, because you still love even when you're tired, I've allowed heaven to interrupt your day. I've allowed your mother to speak, because there's something hidden that must be exposed. And you must hear the truth before it's too late. There is someone around you pretending to be love, but she is working against you. There is a woman who has faked loyalty. She is wrapped in false light. She has spoken softly, but behind your back, she has been speaking curses into the spirit. Finally, God is exposing this woman. Open this moment now before it's too late. Before you give your heart again to someone who wants your light but not your soul. Your mother says she saw it from the other side. She saw the way this woman smiled in your face and rolled her eyes when you turned away. She saw the lies spoken behind closed doors. She saw the prayers this woman tried to block. And she begged the angels, "Let me warn my child. Let me tell them the truth before they fall again. Let me say what I couldn't when I was on earth." And so heaven opened the scroll. And you're reading this now, because it's real. There are words you need to hear. Truths you need to know. Your tears have called this message into being. This is not a poem. This is not a coincidence. This is not a game. This is an encounter. The veil is lifting. Your soul remembers the truth, even if your mind has forgotten. You have been under spiritual attack, and you didn't even know where it was coming from. That woman you trusted, that one who seemed too perfect, she was never sent by God. She studied your weaknesses. She listened to your hopes and dreams. But she was never cheering for you. She was competing in silence. And your mother in heaven could not stay silent any longer. She is watching you now. Not in sadness, but in love. She is holding out her hand in the spirit, urging you to keep going. She says, "You are closer than you think. The breakthrough is near. Don't stop now. Don't let their jealousy slow you down. Don't let their silence make you question your worth." She says the woman who tried to destroy your peace is about to be revealed publicly. The false mask will fall. The truth will roar louder than every lie. And when it does, your name will be cleared. Your destiny will be unlocked. And everything they tried to steal will come flooding back. God says, this is your season of return, of revelation, of reward. But I cannot let you walk into it blind. I must show you the truth. Even when it hurts. Even when it breaks illusions. Because love is not always gentle, it is honest. And I love you too much to let you walk with the enemy. I love you too much to let you sow seeds in cursed ground. That woman was never with you. She studied your light but resented your strength. She knew how powerful you were and tried to dim it subtly. But your mother in heaven stood guard. She fought in prayer. She battled in spirit. She protected you when you didn't even know you were in danger. You felt her presence lately. You thought you imagined it. That warmth on your neck. That flicker in the corner of your eye. That whisper that said, "Turn around." It was her. She never left you. She has been your secret intercessor. She speaks to God about you constantly. She weeps for your healing. She celebrates your courage. And she says this now: don't give up. You are closer than ever. And the enemy knows it. That's why the attacks intensified. That's why your sleep has been restless. That's why old wounds have resurfaced. But I'm still with you. And God is about to make it all make sense. There is about to be a divine reversal. The woman who thought she could manipulate your path will be removed. Not because of hate, but because your future is too holy to be surrounded by betrayal. Heaven is cutting cords. God is closing the door. And even though you may feel lonely for a moment, it's better than being poisoned slowly. Your mother says, trust the separation. Trust the silence. Trust the shift. I promise you, what's on the other side of this pain will make sense. Just don't go back. Don't reopen the door I begged God to close. Don't let her sweet words fool you again. Your spirit is awakening now. You feel the confirmation deep in your bones. This message is too specific to be random. You know exactly who this is about. You knew something was wrong. You just couldn't prove it. But now God has spoken. Your mother has confirmed. And the truth is rising like fire in your soul. You don't need to fight. God will handle it. You just need to let go. The exposure is already in motion. The judgment is coming. And your reward is waiting. You're not crazy. You're gifted. You're not cursed. You're chosen. You're not alone. You're protected. And your mother says, I'm so proud of you. I've seen your battles. I've watched you stand even when your knees trembled. And now it's your time to rise. Watch what happens in the next few days. Unexpected messages. Sudden revelations. Apologies you never thought you'd hear. Secrets coming to light. These are all signs of the divine exposure unfolding. Don't be afraid. Rejoice. Heaven has heard your cry. And the woman who tried to block your light will not succeed. You were born for greatness. You carry a mantle that terrifies darkness. That's why they tried to break you early. That's why they mocked you, doubted you, betrayed you. But they didn't know who walks with you. They didn't see the army behind your smile. They didn't realize your mother was watching from the throne room of God. And she has been waiting for this moment. The moment where you finally see what she's always seen in you. A warrior. A light bearer. A miracle. Her miracle. And heaven's answer to the earth's cry. That's who you are. And now that you know, there's no turning back. My child, your mother, the one who carried you, the one who cried when you cried, the one who gave her entire life just to make sure yours would flourish. She has been trying to reach you. Since yesterday, she's been whispering through the heavens, calling out your name softly, tenderly, with tears of divine love in her eyes. You may not have heard her clearly, but she's been right beside you. She saw the way you curled up in silence. She saw how heavy your heart was. She saw the moment you doubted whether anyone was still listening. And from her place in glory, she pleaded with God and said, "Let me speak to my child." So here it is, the message she's been waiting to give you. This is no accident. This is not random. You are not here by mistake. This moment is divinely scheduled. You were meant to see this, to feel this, to read every word as if she's holding your hand again, brushing your hair back like she used to, and smiling through her tears because she finally gets to speak. She wants you to know that she's not far. Heaven is not distant. Her presence is real. And the bond you shared, the one that death tried to interrupt, was never broken. Love is stronger than death, and her love for you only grew brighter when she crossed over into light. She says she has watched over you while you slept. She says that moment you felt sudden warmth when you were alone wasn't your imagination, it was her. That moment you heard something and turned your head but saw no one. That was her, gently reminding you that you are never by yourself. She has asked the angels to stay close to you, especially in the last 24 hours. She has gone before the throne of God to speak your name, to plead for your healing, to request the intervention of heaven on your behalf. She sees how tired you are, and she says, "That's my baby. That's my miracle. Don't give up now. You're closer than you think." She's watched every struggle. She knows about the betrayal. She knows what they did. She knows the pain you haven't spoken out loud. She says, "I didn't carry you all those months just to see you live like this. I didn't fight for you only for you to think you have no purpose. You do. You have so much more to do." And she's been calling out to heaven, to God Himself, to intervene in your life. That's why things have felt different since yesterday. That's why your spirit has been restless. It's because heaven is answering a mother's cry. It's because something is shifting. Your mother wants you to know that the pain will not last forever. That every tear you've cried has reached her. She has collected them with her own hands and offered them before the Lord as incense. She says, "I know how hard it's been. I know you feel like no one understands, but I understand. I see you. I hear you. I'm still with you." She wants you to stop blaming yourself. She wants you to stop thinking it's your fault. She says if you could only see what she sees now from where she is, you would understand how much grace is covering your life. She says you're doing better than you think. You're surviving things others would have collapsed under. You're still here. She says that you've inherited more than her features, you've inherited her strength. You've inherited her fighting spirit. She knows you want to give up sometimes, but she's urging you not to. She says, please don't quit. Not now. Not when you're so close. She says she's proud of you. That she brags about you in heaven. That when angels ask about you, she smiles and says, that's my child, the one who still prays, the one who still gets up no matter what. She's been asking Archangel Michael to protect you, to fight for you, to push back the darkness that tries to silence your light. And now God speaks. He says, I heard her cry. I saw her broken heart when she watched you break. And because of her faith, I am moving in your life. Because of her prayers, I am opening a door no man can shut. Because of her love, I am surrounding you with favor and mercy. God wants you to know that even though you feel surrounded by chaos, you are actually surrounded by angels. That even when it feels like you've lost everything, you still have the presence of the one who holds everything. He says, rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You may not feel strong, but strength is not about feeling, it's about choosing. And you've been choosing to keep going. You've been choosing to keep loving. You've been choosing to keep trusting. That choice is holy. That choice is divine. Heaven sees it. And now, heaven responds. Right now, a shift is happening in the unseen realm. Chains are breaking. Cycles are ending. Curses are being reversed. You are walking out of the storm with more than what you lost. You are walking into favor. Into protection. Into a season that your mother saw in her prayers long before she left the earth. Your mother said something to God, if you do anything for me, please don't let my child feel alone. And God, in His mercy, is answering that. You are not alone. You were never alone. Even in the silence. Even in the valley. Even in the waiting. He was with you. She was with you. Every step. Every night. Every moment you thought no one saw. God saw. And now, He is about to make all things new. This is not a coincidence. This is not just a message. This is a divine appointment. This is your soul's reminder. This is the moment heaven wanted you to have. Your mother says, you're stronger than you believe. You have my fire in you. You have divine protection over you. And she wants you to watch the signs. They're coming. Sudden miracles. Strange timing. Unexpected blessings. Doors opening you didn't knock on. People showing up who were sent by God. Conversations that change your direction. favor that makes no sense. She says, don't run from it. Don't question it. Just trust it. God is doing what your prayers couldn't articulate. He's going beyond what your tears asked for. He's preparing something so beautiful that when it's all over, you'll say, it was worth the wait. It was worth the fight. You are walking into healing. Not just physical, but emotional, spiritual, mental, generational. The chains that bound your family for decades, they're breaking with you. You are the turning point. You are the answer to prayers prayed long before you were born. You are the seed of a promise that cannot fail. God says, this pain will not define you. This loss will not break you. This sorrow will not drown you. You will rise. You will laugh again. You will dance again. And your mother will be right there in spirit, smiling as she watches you step into your joy. She's not missing a single moment. Heaven allows her glimpses of your journey, and it fills her with pride. She says, keep going. I'm with you. I'm watching. I'm waiting for the day we reunite, but until then, live your life to the fullest. She wants you to love again. To trust again. To dream again. She wants you to forgive yourself. To believe in yourself. To look in the mirror and see what she sees, a warrior, a light bearer, a miracle. She says that her love for you was always deep, but now, from heaven, it is eternal and untouchable. She says she walks with the angels now, and every time your name is spoken in heaven, light surrounds her. She says your name is known in the divine realm because of the prayers she spoke while on earth and the ones she continues to speak even now. God says this moment is not to be wasted. The heavens have aligned to speak into your life. Don't run from it. Don't hide from it. Let the tears fall. Let the memories come. Let the grief breathe. But don't let it win. You were created for more. You were born to rise. And you are about to walk into something that will leave even your enemies speechless. God is going to prepare a table for you. Your name is being whispered in rooms of opportunity. Doors are opening in your name, and no one can stop it. Not because of who you are alone, but because of who is watching over you. Your mother says one last thing, you were my greatest blessing. And now you are becoming someone even heaven celebrates. I didn't leave you, I just went ahead to prepare a place for you. But while you are still on earth, live. Love. Shine. And know that I am always, always with you. Her voice is calm now, full of peace. She rests in the arms of God, and from that holy place, she sends you love that transcends